Hi, everyone. It's good to see you. I'm sorry my announcement didn't go out, or it did go out on the 18th for some odd reason. So I do have, oh, shoot. I had to change my screen. Hi, Bora Bora. My screen, my monitor died. So I'm using my little computer screen. Bora Bora, it's good to see you. New start, Wendy. Yay. So glad to see everyone. Let me go check on my banners and say,
Hi, Bora Bora. Hi, Wendy. I hope you're feeling better. I want to talk to you about that.
okay, I'm going to do it this way. All right. I'm trying to find the right. Okay, here it is. This is the right one. It's supposed to be hashtag Friday. Let me just show you. So anybody who would like a reading, put hashtag Friday down there. CJ is here. Mary Thornberry. Salima.
Selena Donna.
I can't. Charlie Sage of Fire. I don't mean to disrespect. While I'm waiting, Donna Ortiz is here. Welcome. While we're waiting for it to come in. Let me tell you a little something. I've mentioned it on other channels, but I have a special guest coming in on Wednesday at noon Pacific. It's his name is Robert Ginsburg, and he's the founder and CEO of the Forever Family Foundation. And it's especially important for mediums to come to the show and find out how they can qualify to work with the Forever Family Foundation. He does a certification, but he doesn't teach you anything. You have to come and just pass it. But the reason I send it out there is that those that are qualified, they go to that standard of mediumship for the Family Foundation, Forever Family Foundation. It's worldwide, and they get a lot of notoriety. If that certification is hard to get. Tammy's here. Craig Dixon is here. Hello, Delphi. It's good, good, good. Marvy's here.
Tammy, are you the Tammy that lives in Henderson? Or are you a different Tammy?
Maria feels grateful. Tammy, are you from Henderson? She's curious. She's curious. How did everyone's week go? Pretty good.
Humdinger.
Was it the dumpster fire that you predicted? Oh, no. We'll go ahead and, all right, everyone's in. All right, what I'm going to do is hide this. So there's more room. Hide this, remove, put this, excuse me, back together again. And then, like always, we've got Lalit that's going to be doing a presentation on what to expect. We've got a bunch of the eclipse energy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we could make just sum that up. Anything at all. Just expect anything, and then we can just sum it up like that, and I'll be done.
Right. I get you.
Anything can happen.
And is Mercury retrograde doing something too?
Not well.
Not that I know of.
There is going to be a Mercury retrograde, but it's not yet.
Oh, okay. So we won't talk about it then. Okay. So I'm going to give the floor to you and see you later.
All righty. And if I'm messing up in my screen, like I'm not showing what I'm talking about, please give me a shout out because I'm not looking at what you're seeing so much as what I'm seeing. So, hi everybody, welcome to our show. And I hope that you all had a fabulous week. 3 days ago we had the annular solar eclipse. And I mentioned that it happens when the sun and the earth and the moon all have to be on the same plane. And when that happens, they're there for a while because the sun and the moon don't go north and south of that plane. I mean, the moon doesn't go north and south that fast of the plane. So as long as they're in alignment, then whenever we have the lunation or a full moon or new moon, you get an eclipse, because that's why we call it eclipse season, because they happen all in a row. And eclipse season is, there could be 3 or 4, there could be 6, it depends on the year, but we get a few in a row. So this last one that we had was a big one. As you know, we've been talking about this a lot, all bunched up in Aquarius, and we have Aquarius and Uranus and Pluto in Aquarius energy. So I'm not going to talk about it very much because we've been talking about that a lot. But this energy is not so much political strife like right versus left or Republican versus Democrat. It's more working class, middle class, ordinary folks versus the elite. No more kings. And we mentioned that last time. And wasn't it surprising that Prince Andrew got arrested? You go, aha, there we go. The system is changing worldwide. It's a global thing. It's not a thing just in America, but it's a worldwide energy, and it's going to be rebirth. And I wanted to mention that just to sum it up. So we're not going to talk about the details of that eclipse. You can go back to the last week's show and see that. But we're still feeling it, and we're going to be feeling it for 6 months. It's a big one, and so this energy is something that we will be reviewing. But here, an interesting fact: I had spoken to you about an astrologer that was just my favorite astrologer. His name was Dane Rudyard. He passed away some time ago, but he actually lived really close to where Deborah lives now, and I used to live there, and I had the fortune of knowing this wonderful person. And he wrote the book about the Sabian symbols. He didn't channel them; he wasn't a channel, but he wrote the book about the Sabian symbols and interpreting their meanings, and they're very, very prophetic. They were channeled like in the 1920s by a great famous medium, and they're really amazing. So there's a symbol for each degree. And the degree in which that 29 degrees was of Aquarius was the degree that we use for the past eclipse. And the image is so beautiful. It's a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. A butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. Well, that image is so powerful and so beautiful. Keep that in mind, because that is the basic message of this eclipse that we just went through. And it's a symbol that's quite obvious. This one is very clear. Some of them are a little bit more obtuse and hard to figure out. What does that mean? It clearly is. It represents a phase of transformation, spiritual growth, the liberation of the self from previous limitations, often indicating a shift in consciousness or a new birth. And so that is the image for you to carry about what just happened to us. And I mentioned, this is going to continue. There will be continued seismic kind of energies and weather events and big things of that. And it is on the world axis. The 0 degrees of cardinal signs are where the world axis is, and those events that happen in those places affects everybody. We're all being affected by it. And so that Sabian symbol is a really beautiful one, and I would like to continue the discussion of the Sabian symbol into what's happening now. Remember that we had this little chart of all the things we've been going through February, and we had the solar eclipse, and then today That's the last one on this list. Today is February 20, Saturn conjunct Neptune exactly. Now that is a big one. We've been talking about it because we've been involved with this energy for a little while, but it got exact today. And the Sabian symbol for that event is also really important, and I'd like to tell you about that because this gives you some big clues about what is going on around us. So it's also, and let me show you the event today on the chart. Things have starting to move out of Aquarius and into Pisces. So we're having much more Piscean energy, and Pisces is ruled by Neptune. So this Neptune is a big player here. Neptune is exactly conjunct Saturn in 0 degrees of Aquarius. And when this happened, the moon was also there. So the moon was also in the same spot. So this degree, the 0 degrees of Aquarius, the symbol, the Sabian symbol for that, let me tell you what it is. It's a beautiful image. This is really good for meditation, those two, the butterfly emerging from the chrysalis, and the Sabian symbol for this energy. Oops, I have my, the Sabian symbol is a woman rises out of the water. Kind of get the image of the star. A woman is emerging out of the water. A seal rises and embraces her. And this symbol represents the emergence of a new form of consciousness. So the woman is the consciousness, and emerging out of the water, you have a new form of consciousness. The initial, instinctual, and emergent process of life, often described as a return to the womb or a new beginning. So this new beginning, we have 2 in a row here that are that. That is unusual for the Sabian symbols. That is not typical. So the theme is emergence, potentiality. So you have the potential, unlimited, and the beginning of the new zodiac cycle. And this is known as the creator's degree, creator, with it could be capital C, like God's creation, the creator's degree, but as each of us, as a co-creator of this planet Earth and what we're going through, we're all co-creating, and then you're a creator of your own individual reality. So this is the creator's degree, and this is a very powerful spot for, as I mentioned it last time, manifestation. Now, Neptune, let's look at the picture, is together with the big one is Saturn. Saturn is structures, building things that are going to last, and it's the builder, the structure builder. Neptune is the planet of imagination, and Neptune is the planet that's very ethereal, inspirational, intuitive, creative, compassionate, empathic, hypersensitive. This rules the dream realm. Now, this is an indication that your dreams can really give you some powerful indications of what's going on in your life right now. And your dreams, also in the metaphorical sense, the things that you imagine that you desire, your dream world, of things that you desire, would put together with Saturn, shows that if you can dream it, or if you can imagine it, you can build it. So that's the message of those two things together. If you dream it or can imagine it, you can create it, you can build it, and you can build it to last. It's a very serious thing. I was kind of laughing about this image myself because when I lived in Italy, there were some people I knew that would have what in Italian there was the word apporti. I didn't know what that word was in English. I finally looked it up fairly recently to see what is that word apporto. it's a port, an apport in English. I had never heard it in English, but there is such a thing in English also. An apport is when something just manifests itself right in front of you. Boom! It can just fall in through your ceiling, or it can just boom, appear there. I had a spiritual teacher, Sai Baba, who did that, who could control that and do that. Bring. It was mind-boggling. The things that I saw him do were just crazy stuff. But so I'm not saying that everyone's going to have a port in their life where the things you imagine just fall out of the sky, but it's speeding up. It's speeding up and it's becoming much more powerful. So on that topic, we've got to be mindful of your thoughts because, thoughts are things and thoughts have wings. So you must be very careful of watching what you're thinking about. And on that topic, this is the time of where disillusionment, let's say also the Seven of Cups is kind of a picture here where you might have some things that are not real, and that things real, it's clear what things really are. In other words, things are revealed. The truth is revealed. The truth is revealed. And this is a powerful thing. And of course, we're all thinking, oh, e-files, Epstein files, and that kind of stuff. But not only in that way, there could be things that you have. Now, sometimes people have things that they're keeping secrets from other people. Be careful of that because secrets are about to be revealed. And if you have secrets that you don't want to be revealed, you should change the behaviors. If it's something that you're ashamed of and you don't want anybody to know, you change the behavior so that you're not doing that anymore. Or if you see another person, a friend, a loved one who's doing that kind of thing, you might just give them a heads up because all is about to be revealed. Now, in the spirit realm, everybody can see what's going on. When we have our life review, there's no judgment on the things that people did. Souls are not judgmental on the other side because they know that we're going through lessons and we're learning from stuff, and they're not judging us. We have to judge ourselves. So they're totally forgiving for anything we do, but the people around us are not always forgiving for things we do. So I'm just warning anybody here, if there's something that you have hidden, say, uh-oh, how would I feel about the curtains being drawn away right now? So there's that. So that's one piece of advice that I have for you for today. Work on your manifestation and clean up your act about, realize that truth is going to be revealed. Hidden truths are going to come out. No more secrets. So any behavior you don't want other people to know about, you need to modify it because it's going to be it's going to be being revealed. So
I want to jump in on it just for a second, if you don't mind. I'm so sorry.
No, sorry.
So just on that note, watch the people in power and watch the people in your own life that are doing the same things to get a result. So the stubborn guy neighbor or something like that, it's almost like life kind of, Murphy's Law happens to them. The minor ones. The major ones, you're looking at things going down in a nice sense of, I forget that word, Schwarzenfeider. Schwarzenfreider. Anyway, there you are.
Thank Deborah. That was super great, great intervention there, and thank you for saying that. I'd like to mention we're looking at Neptune here. This Neptune and Saturn are in a sextile with Uranus. Where sextile happens, energy flows and you have opportunities, but movement of energy flowing. And boy, with Uranus, sometimes we could use a little less because when things happen under Uranus, that's boom. From one day to the other, things can change, so it can happen very quickly. And so things are speeding up. If you think they're going fast now, it's accelerating, it's snowballing because we're entering another age. And on that topic, this particular thing of Neptune and Saturn being together in 0 Aries has not happened in over 6,000, 7,000 years. This is one of those other big ones that's powerful change of society, change of humanity, adding to the fire of the awareness awakening that we're going through, entering the Aquarian range. So, but Saturn added in there can be psychically tiring for sensitive people, as all of you here are empathic, sensitive. It's kind of overpowering and can be tiring and draining, and you might have moments of little depression that can creep in there. So um, it's really important that you keep your positive attitude, because it's not the things around you that are as important as the way that you feel about it. Because when you're okay with the things that are going on and you understand that it's all part of the plan, well, then think good things will come to you when you keep that attitude. And so speaking of Neptune, just remember all the other planets are moving into Pisces. So this is a stronger, the Pisces water sign thing is the emotional part. And the moon was conjunct this also. So that's the emotional side. So we're heading, this period now is a little more emotional than it has been. And the feeling tone is is more heightened emotional things. So I want to suggest a couple of other things, and I'm almost done talking, Deborah. I'm almost ready to shut up. The next thing that's happening is a lunar eclipse. It is happening in Virgo, and I do have a chart of it, but maybe I won't call it up because it takes me a minute to switch over the chart. Let me just mention some advice that I have, because the lunar eclipse is going to be happening on March the 3rd. We still have one more meeting together Friday, and then I think it's 3 days after Friday. It's 10 days from now anyway, around that. So we got a little bit of time, but it's going to be important for everybody. It's a big eclipse in Virgo, in the Pisces of Virgo, and axis with Pisces. So Virgo is has governs a couple of things. One is health issues, and health issues are going to be brought into the forefront. And there's a couple other indications for health in this, and I'm talking some viruses or contagions. Just make your immunizations are all up to date. I am not saying it's going to be a big pandemic like COVID, and I will tell you that I used to teach a class when I lived in Italy. In Rome, there's a United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization. It's a huge United Nations place. And I used to teach a class in there, a weekly class with people from the United Nations. And this was in 1982. I told them about the COVID pandemic. I didn't have a name for it, but I said it's going to be like the Black Plague was, like really major. It's going to be millions of people will die, and it's going to be really something in 2020. That was, you know, 20 years in the future. So I would tell you if I saw something big like that, but it's not that, but just something you want to be sure do something to help your immune system. And there's no medical advice on this show. We're not doctors, but we're just going to say something that any doctor would say. Take care of your immune system. So do the things that are going to boost you up. Get plenty of sleep. Ha ha ha. I'm having trouble with that. I have so much energy at nighttime, but you got to do that. And you could take supplements, get some vitamin C handy, some zinc. They do have proven that colds can be fought off if you take zinc and vitamin C right at the beginning. You have to take them the first day. So you have to have it in your medicine cabinet. It has to be zinc that goes on your throat, not that you swallow. It's something that they do have chewable ones at Walmart. I have that. I get sambuca, that's elderberry. Boost your immune system. You can take it whenever you're worried about your immune thinking. When you're thinking about having a healthy immune system, let's put it that way, in the positive. Boost your immune system to be super healthy, that your body will just take care of anything. And elderberry does that. They have some at Walmart that does not have sugar. they have gummies everywhere that and syrup that has a lot of sugar. I kind of like it without the sugar. So I would suggest that you get a lot of sleep, diet, exercise, supplements, and detox. I use castor oil. I went to the dentist. They said, "What's the secret of your skin?" She was cleaning my teeth, and I said, "Oh, castor oil." I put castor oil on my skin, on my body. You could put it over your liver area, and it gives you a really good liver cleanse. And you can also take it orally, but it is a laxative effect, so beware of that. But castor oil doesn't hurt you. Moms have been using that for hundreds of years, and it's good for your skin, your hair. Uh, that's the worst thing that can happen. You get nice skin and hair, right? Oh, the laxative, don't take too much. Even if you put it all over
We
your
are not,
skin, if you put it all over your skin, you can have that effect. And we're not doctors. No,
we're not doctors. Yeah, this is
we're not
entertainment
doctors.
purposes only.
Entertainment purposes only. And you
We
will
should
not
have
be
that
entertained
here.
if you take a lot of castor oil or put it everywhere all over your body all at once. So don't do that.
Isn't it sticky though?
It's sticky, yeah, but okay. I don't mind sticky if I can have nice skin. If people aren't coming up and feeling it. I'm okay with that. It is
Okay.
sticky, yeah, it is. But I'm mixing it with rosehip oil that has a lot of vitamin C, and then it's not. And then it's smooth. It goes right in.
Okay.
Other than health, Virgo is also employment. There might be some people having trouble with jobs, with the AI stuff and whatnot, but the employment area and the work area and the health area are going to see some situations. So just be prepared and remember all of the things we said, and you think of the butterfly leaving the chrysalis. This is a rebirth, and a time for manifestation. Now I went, I'm following my own advice, and I got to do a rebirth. I'm phasing out some of my students, so I have more time to devote to this, which is what I want to do all the time. And I'm phasing out some students, and I started working on my website, and I cut off my hair. Yeah, so I'm going to get a new look, a new me, new business, full of, get started, because this is the time for you to take some little action before Mercury goes retrograde. I forget what day it goes retrograde, but not before not before I see you next time. I mean, it's imminent. I know, but I forgot what day. I'm sorry. Anyway, um, so work on your manifestation, your dream realm. Take really good care of yourself. Sleep, diet, exercise, vitamins, supplements, exercise, all those things that you know you should do, but maybe you aren't. Make yourself do it. Right now is the time. Don't waste a day. Get on a program of you're paying attention to all those things. You will be happy you did. So there we go. And have a wonderful week. And I will see you next time. And then we'll talk more about the lunar eclipse in Virgo and Pisces, the axis on which it occurs. And that's it.
Okay, and that's it.
I tried to keep it brief. I mean, there's so much happening that I just tried to sum it up in the important parts and not be too geeky about it. But there we
It's
go.
all good. So we've got a lot of castor oil users here, and one person said she says, I use it on my feet every day. I mix with organic coconut oil to ease
it's good. Yeah, coconut oil or rapeseed oil. I put some frankincense in there because that is good for anti-inflammatory. So I put some frankincense and rosehip oil, and I put niacin. I got niacin powder, and I put it in there.
No wonder you can't sleep.
But only on my skin, not taking it. Linus Pauling, I used to work at, I went to school at UCSD, and Linus Pauling was the big, he had won the Nobel Prize in biology. And everybody that worked for Linus Pauling, everybody had to take 3,000 milligrams of vitamin C and a massive dose of niacin every day. He, I don't think they could make that requirement today, but they did. Anyone that wanted to work for him had to do that. So I take a lot of niacin and vitamin C. It's good. It's good for you. But we're not doctors. Linus Pauling said that on his authority, but everything in moderation, folks. Everything in moderation.
And I do want to, is talking about getting away from the body and going into the heavenly body, the sky. I want to remind everyone that we're getting closer and closer to an event coming up where Regulus is in the Sphinx's gaze. And there were going to be a reveal on that. Now it's like disclosure. This is from Chris Bledsoe, but I heard today somebody was talking about it, and I did tell.
I love Chris Bledsoe.
Linda,
yes,
Linda G. I did tell Linda G. And so, anyway, so what it is that the Regulus is a star that that one movie where the first Indiana Jones one where they got the metal and put it on the stick. So it's sort of like that. But
like that.
The Chris Bledsoe's lady that visits him told him that at the very beginning of his experience, which were years ago, so he didn't know what that meant. So when the Men in Black started visiting, only they were nice people, they wanted to hear more about it. They went to astronomers and to find out what day that would be on, and that was years ago. And it says Easter 2026. So, and it will be a disclosure, but it will be a undeniable disclosure, and he thinks it's going to be of heavenly impact, not the aliens as much as that. So we have something to look forward to.
That's very, very interesting. Yeah, I had heard him say that, and I had forgotten that. So I'm really glad you brought that up.
It was a long time ago.
Yeah,
a long time ago. All right, we're ready for some readings. Let's get going. Let me draw. And these are general readings, and I'm doing it a little bit differently today. Maureen, are you here, Maureen? You are. You just got here. It says, hello, everybody. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay. So, Lalit, I am going to do a few readings, but when you have a desire, just make sure you interrupt me, or if you want to participate.
And I do have my rods.
Oh, good.
Are over here. Let me get them.
And I have my cards too. So what I'm doing today is I'm working with a bowl of numbers. my gourd. I made that gourd. And I have 100 numbers in it. And I'll draw one for you, Maureen. And I got to keep track of where we are. Excuse me. One moment, or else I'll be lost. All right. So with your number today, it looks like your spirit guides, heaven, is listening and would like you to team up with someone. Oh, Marby, I didn't see that. I'm sorry. I will. You made a donation, so you're the next person. I won't draw anymore. Hi, Randy, Candy Rocks. Maureen says she's so tired tonight. Oh, back in the hospital he fell again. I'm so sorry, your daddy. Oh, it's such a hard job. I'm so sorry. So your number today is 72. Any kind of time you see a 7, it's heaven trying to talk to you. And with the 2, of course, it's collaboration. So I'm not sure what that would mean for you. I'm going to do the cards to see where that, oh, you got the strength card, which is grace under pressure. And it does look like they're supporting you with the 9 of Pentacles coming in. Delphi says it's nice to play with the number. I love the numbers, and the spirit guides get to choose. Yes, absolutely. So understand that someone else, here we go, the 72, someone else around you is going to have some information about the higher spirit. That's so it's going to have, I don't see here who that might be, but I do have the strength card. They are acknowledging that. I've got the family card as well. So the family card and the strength card, they are acknowledging that you're under a lot of stress, and God bless you. And so you are supported, my dear. It might not feel that way. It's a long road, but you are supported, sweetie. Did you get something?
No, I didn't. I was.
That's fine. That's fine.
Out,
go to the next one. I'll go to Marby. I'll bless you and leave you with that, sweetheart. Maureen, I hope you feel better soon and that things get better soon. But it looks like someone's on the way. A real person is on the way. Marby, I'd like to read with for you. And I'm going to dig in and find your number. And, oh, so I love this number. Okay, because it means like everything good. So 21 and 12. I love 21 and 12 because the 1 is independence, right? And the 2 is collaboration. So you get to master that. It's like heaven is saying, yeah, you go, girl, you're doing so well. But you add the 1 and the 2, or the 2 and the 1, either way, and it's a 3. It's like 1, 2, 3, and that's the creativity part. So it's a wonder that 12 and 21, they're wonderful. It's a wonderful message for sure. It does look like you're going to have freedom of vision. 3 of Wands coming in with the King of Cups. So it looks like someone outside of you has a message of that will get your perspectives in alignment to the point where you can see a clear path for the future. So that is absolutely on the way. And in the end is the 10 of Cups, which is a really good blessing for you and your family. So what'd you get?
I got one. I got the 4 of Pentacles. In this deck, the keyword is power, and it's represented by Capricorn. That's what Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn, and we were just talking about how Saturn is the builder of structures and of stability, and this power is solid power. So, and you see all these triangles, and the triangle is how manifestation comes through into earth through the energy of the triangle. And you have the gateway of this arch here. You have a moment of power where we were talking about you would build it. Whatever you imagine, you can create. Doubly true for you, sweetie. You can do it.
Awesome. Bora Bora. Yes, Maureen was first in line, and then Marby made a donation, so she was second in line. And Maria feels grateful. What did I say? Linda de Gonzalez is here. Hello. Party started. You lost track of time. Sleeping on the job again. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Hashtag Friday if you want to get into the game, my dear. There's still time. And so what I'll do is I'll draw another winner. Ah, yay, it's my lucky day. Mary Thornberry. Did I see Deborah Thornton come in on the winner thing? I must have missed you coming in. If you're here, hello. And that's Mary Thornberry. Awesome. Let's see what your number is today. Aha. Well, it's 97. So this is a really awesome message. Maria feels grateful, says, you love that number? Do you love this number? So 97 is a wonderful number because it's ancient. It's the information of the ancients. The 9 is looking at being able to read other people's life soul's blueprint. So when you have a 9 in your life, you're able to read people a little bit better. Now, double that with the 7, right? With the 7, because that is a number that gets you to the Hall of Records or wherever you're pointed out. So whatever you use as a tool to get to the room of knowing, go ahead and use that, and you'll be able to move right into some really good work, whether it be for someone else or it be for yourself. So also when you, I needed my phone for this because I can't think when I'm in a reading, I can't do numbers. 9 plus 7 is 16, which is also 7. So you have a very powerful week coming up. It's lovely. And it looks like balance is in your future as well. So take advantage of it. Now I did get the Empress reversed. Doesn't mean that you're not going to go into nature. It means you don't have to, but nature is always available. And it could give you a new message once you're out there. So we've also got, excuse me, I was going to sneeze. The Knight of Swords coming in, which means you're going to have little epiphanies. Is there ever a little epiphany? I don't know. I think epiphanies are pretty dynamic.
Big enlightenment.
They're not little. So Mary said, just a minute.
But enlightenment is on the card I got for her.
Enlightenment?
Yeah, High Priestess.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, enlightenment. So we really not really aware of hidden knowledge and mysterious knowledge on the inner realm. And so
cool.
the problems that you might have is with dealing with the emotional side.
Yeah, that's true. But she says, I had an interview this morning with a place I really want to work. The woman said she would let me know on Monday. Any thoughts? I think that you're.
Will you get this job? 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 That's a yes.
I got a yes as well. So
that's a yes.
Well, if it's not this job, that person really liked you, and I think there'll be another one. But
things are going to go all right in any case.
Right. God bless you and leave you with that, sweetie. But let us know next week. All prayers for you.
We'll be rooting for you.
Delphi is here. Delphi, are you in the house, sweetheart? That's great. Oh gosh, I have to find my way back here. So Delphi, are you here, baby?
Are you named after the Oracle, Delphi? Are you?
Some
I bet
interesting,
you that.
I'll put your number aside because it looks like you're not here anymore. So we'll just go and draw another. Delphi's here a little late. That's okay. I'll get you. Sandra, yay. Okay. So Sandra, I'm going to do Delphi because she did pop in. Thank you. And Sandra, if you're here, say hello. Would love to hear from you. See if you're here. Ah, this is lovely. So Delphi, you got the magical 14. So 14 is an interesting number because you're in independence and conservative together. Then, so it's independence in a conservative way. You add it up and it's a 5, which is all this, I want to active energy kind of, and it can go like fractious energy, and it can devolve into that. But for you this week, let me just with the cards, it looks like you're going to be walking away from something you put time and effort into, which is perfect because we're in a 9 universal year. A 9 universal year means you're going to give up things that doesn't serve you anymore. So this is a good week to do that, even if it's you just take a black bag, walk around your house and just throw garbage into it, little puff here and something trinket there that should go out, that kind of thing. And just do that as a mantra this week. Because I think you're going to have the ability to do that with the one being independent, thinking about yourself instead. A lot of times we have things in our house because someone else might need it someday. I kind of do that. And so this is a good number for me as well. It would give me power to go ahead and give everything away that I need to give.
I got the 2 of Wands. So there might be something happening in a partnership or in negotiations with somebody in terms of partnership with your friends or your partners. It could be a romantic partner or business partner, either way. And so it looks like you've been doing some good planning and organizational things, and there might be some travel in the future for you.
So Delphi also said she would. You had to resend. I've had 2 of my messages on YouTube bounced back because they thought it was spam. I'm the host of the thing, and I got kicked out of my own.
They thought it was spam from you at your own show?
They rejected it. I was talking to other people and they rejected it. So you being kicked off, you have to resend and reset. I don't know what's going on with
weird.
But I do know they're cracking down. They're cracking down on politics and stuff like that. But we shall move on, carry on. You said 5 is your life path number. So with the 14 this energy is so good for you this week. Holy cow. So I'd ride this wave. So you're going to think about yourself, think about independence, moving forward, and tossing out things that even if someone might need it someday, donate it or do something, but just do it as, what's that thing when you do a ritual, but it's not really as a mantra, maybe this week. And it's going to serve you well. 14 is a great number. 5 is a great number. I just love these numbers for you. I know that Sandra is here. I saw you. And so, yeah, let's see what number you are. I love the way they sound. Can you hear them?
Yes.
Can you hear? I love that sound. That's a little, you can, in your imagination.
Sounds like poker chips to me.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Did anybody see my video about the wind? I made a video about how I think of wind since I was a little girl. It's only gotten one view, and I think that view is mine. So I don't know what's going on. I thought it was a cute thing. I'll tell you about it in a minute.
Did you just post it?
A day ago, maybe yesterday or the day before. Usually it's right away.
Okay.
But
everybody go get it some views and some thumbs up.
Yeah, get it some
Thumbs
views.
up
It's
and
just
views.
it's just I think it's less than 2 minutes. I talk about wind magic. So
Is it a short? A short?
it went on my videos, so I didn't post it as, I don't know. Maybe I should put it in as a short.
Put it in as a short, yeah.
I don't know how to do that. Maybe you can help me afterwards. Sandra, 22, master number coming through. So this means so the 2 2s, so you're talking about balance and harmony twice. And so this can go a couple of ways. This will give you an impulse. 22 is going to give you an impulse to do big things, build something big. The downside of that, and then there's momentum and ideas and all that stuff if you allow it to happen. The tricky part of a 22 is that you could sit and moan and groan that you're not doing enough for your life. Why were you born? You know, the icky stinking thinking that happens. So that's the shadow side of a 22. But the way out of that, if you spiral into that this coming week, the way out of that is to build something. And I'm not saying sometimes just creativity, that you can build a picture or something like that. But I would definitely look on the internet and see if there's something. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you can get to the senior center or something like that where you can actually create something tangible. That's the main thing. It says, his birthday. Oh, your dad's birthday was on the 22nd. Interesting. Let's see what Daddy has. Let me see if Daddy comes through. Oh, yeah, Daddy did. Hold on a second. Let me see what the message is. So he would like you to go ahead and just move in, don't make big decisions. You've got the 2 of Swords. You've got things to think about, ways to move forward. I do have the Ace of Wands, so eventually there's going to be a new idea that's strong enough to move you into action. It's up to you whether you want to move into action, of course. And so I do believe this is quite a nice message. I am getting also that sometimes you ruminate. We all do this. I'm not pointing fingers, but and this is interesting because your messages, your comments, you always comment on our videos, and they're so wonderful. I really appreciate it. And you're always upbeat, and the spirit is saying that sometimes you get down and can't get out of the hole, and we're here. We are here. Oh,
I got the 6 of Swords. So you need to relieve some stress. You got to get rid of something that's been causing some difficulties or problems for you, that you need to dump it and get rid of it, and that would be a beneficial change for you.
Awesome. Moving into calmer waters. I like that it was your father's birthday and that he came through. I like that a lot. It's a nice thing. Let me go into the tool again. Marby, I already read for you. You would have. Thank you for the donation. I'm just going to go ahead and spin again.
One per customer.
I do appreciate the donation. Hypnicity. I'm sure you're here. You always stick by us. Let me just pop us in. Dad was a high school teacher. Oh my gosh. I bet he was really, really good. Bet you he was really, really good. Yay, hypnicity. I'm so glad you're here. What's your number? 56.
While you're looking it up, I'll show you what I got. A big wheel of fortune for you, hypnicity. So hold on to your magic carpet ride you're about to go on because it's going to be a good ride, big change.
56 is a wonderful 11, and I know you're on master number 11. Or is it more? I think it's an 11. Anyway, we have the 5 and the 6 coming together, so we have this balance. Was born in 56, your husband. Awesome. So some of this message might be for him as well. It's an interesting number because there's the 5 that's kind of jumping all over the place or active or kind of restless. I'll just say restless. And then you've got the 6, which is all being wanting to be homebody and quiet and laid low. Then you add them together and it's the 11. It's a very highly spiritual card. So with that being said, I think if he is open to new messages and new ideas, oh yes, I just got this card. So he got the Hanging Man. I'm saying you have the Hanging Man. I'm thinking about reading your husband. But you've got the Hanging Man, which is remarkable because you are thinking outside the box. The reason I say that's remarkable is because I know you through the chat and through this our community that you are a free thinker. You cast your net wide. So here it is. Spirit is saying that's really remarkable, and they appreciate it. And your work is quite good, very, very good. The three of Pentacles, I'm thinking, are you thinking about taking on interns? Are you thinking about teaching hypnicity? That's right, hypnicity. He's in litigation for a work injury. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's kind of a long process. It's a long process. Sandra says her parents separated in 56. So anyway, they're saying that whatever it's also saying that I'll read this. So hypnicity said, no, she's not thinking about teaching. So what this also can mean is that whatever you learn as if you're going to teach. And there's children around it too. So that's kind of neat coming up. You might have some pages come into your life. And also, I love this card reversed. 5 of Cups reversed means you're on the other side of some hardship. And you're managing it better. I like that you got the Wheel of Fortune for her too. It looks like a very dynamic week coming up.
I wanted to introduce Linksy.
That's Linksy.
This is Linksy. He's never made an appearance here before. He's very shy and just the opposite in every way of my other cat that everyone sees every week.
Look at those markings, everyone.
Linksy. He's a Lynx Point Siamese and he's a rescue, so he's super shy.
Oh, what a doll face.
He's wonderful. He's just adorable.
I love that. I really, really love that. So thank you, Linksy.
So nice to see you, baby. Come and visit us more often.
Yeah, you're always welcome. Let's see who's next. Candy rocks. We've got Randy in the house. God bless you. I did see you earlier. I know you're here. So let's see what your number is. Your number is 90. Aren't you a 9 life path? Oh my gosh. This is a good week for mediumship, or a connectedness to people who are passed away. I'm going to get that defined through Robert Ginsburg on Wednesday, because he had a good way of saying, like, I can tap into the people who have passed away, but it's not all the time. It's not in depth. I read the cards and things like that. I don't claim to be a medium, but I don't have another word for it, so I use the word medium. Yeah, 90 is a great number, Randy.
I thought
You're
the
very
Eon
involved.
card, this is a card of the Eon, but this is a powerful card. It's reminding me of what you said about Regulus being in the eye of the Sphinx. It's showing really strong psychic gifts and power in this card. And wow, like super powerful.
Randy, are you still working on the platform we were talking about? So here's the Four of Wands. It looks like stability is yours this upcoming week. So have a little dance on that. Let me see where else we're going. You feel a little bit freer with the Eight of Swords reversed, means you've unlocked something this could be in your mind. This is thinking, the swords. So thinking that you're not as restrained as you might have been in the past. And it looks like things are moving quite fast this upcoming week with the Eight of Wands zipping by. So I think you're coming up on the next week. You have some really wonderful energies coming in for you. Absolutely. So I'll bless you and leave you with that, sweetheart. Definitely a dance in that and freer. Absolutely. That's lovely. That's just lovely. I'm glad that resonated. Always feels good, that feedback. This will be our last one. Debbie Thornton. I love this. Now, I'm going to read Debbie, even if she's not here, because I know she reads as she comes back on the replay. She's a friend of mine, so I'm going to read her. What number did you get? 45. 45. So we're looking at 9. Now the 5 is a little fractious and the 4 is stability. So, and the 9 is wisdom. So you've got this energy, this wise energy that's coming in for next week, and you're going to have confidence in your steps. So I think that's what the 45 means, is that you'll, a 4 never takes steps without knowing it's safe. So it looks like there's going to be something new happening with you. I've got the High Priestess, which is the manifesting card. It's the metaphysical heightened awareness and to the divine. Some information coming through that's going to serve you well with the higher spirit. Judgments coming in, which is lovely, because that means you're going to take in account all that you've done prior to this and evaluate it well. And it can also mean old friends and family coming back in. So that would be this coming, oh gosh, and then a third major card. You are really under the watchful gaze of our creator today with the Hermit card. This is a card that says that you're going to be getting messages from the higher. I had to pull one more card. I was thinking four. If there's going to be four, I've got the Queen of Wands, which is sometimes how I feel about you. The Queen of Wands is can be busy, busy. And I know that you do get busy. I just want to go one more. Yes. People are really liking you. I know that you, sorry, Lalit. Now, I know you just moved and you're making new friends. They all really, really, really like you. I don't know if you feel that from them, but this is what Spirit is saying for us. And so there might be something this week coming up that will get you even closer to a closer relationship with neighbors and friends. What did you get?
We get the Devil reversed. So I think you're breaking free from chains. You're breaking free from some bondage. I think you've been facing some fears and you're liberating yourself from some things that have been holding you back. And I think that's great.
Awesome. Well, this has been fun.
Very
I've
fun.
really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. This has been amazing tonight, and I liked using the numbers. I liked using the giveaway tool to monitor and make it fair, and it took pressure off me so I could just read.
Yeah.
So this has really been wonderful. I really appreciate it. We'll be back on Friday. And until then, stay safe and sound. You're welcome, Randy. I'm so happy for your reading. All the readings this week were pretty darn good. I mean, bringing good fortune in. I didn't have to, say, oh, you're going to have to make a choice, which usually happens. Oh, you're going to be able to choose differently. Linda, thank you so much. God bless everybody. Get some sleep.
Sleep. Oh, yeah.
We love you. Bye.